How's it going, everybody? Welcome into another episode. And today we have a very special guest from Arx Mortis, Robert Pinkston. How's it going, sir?
Man, it's going great. Thank you for having me on the show, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an honor and privilege. So can you tell us about Arx Mortis, where you're located? Tell us about the hunt and kind of just go from there.
Yeah, so Arx Mortis is located in North Alabama. It's in Killen, Alabama, kind of in between the Florence area and Athens, Alabama. We're across from Brooks High School on Highway 72. And we have 50,000 square feet of nothing but terror and good Halloween fun.
Yes, and I've visited several times throughout the years, and they will not disappoint you. I know that, Robert. You can hear the screams and the echoes all the way across. God knows where you're at Arx Mortis.
Certainly can, especially right across the street at the high school when they're having football games. It's kind of funny. You hear the football crowd going crazy, and then you hear the screams from across the street. So it's pretty loud in that
Yeah.
area.
Okay. Well, how long? So, how long has Arx Mortis been around? I know at one point it was Greystone Manor.
Right, right, yeah. I believe Greystone Manor started around 2006 or seven, and that went to about 2009. And then Arx Mortis, we rebranded and named our haunt Arx Mortis, and that was in 2010. So we've been around for a while in the same
Well,
location.
yeah. Vinny does a great job up there. Well, all you guys do a great job up there. Y'all have had some people that, unfortunately they went and left to go to do whatever they needed to do. But the biggest thing that I like about y'all up there at Arx Mortis is y'all wrap your arms around other people. You bring them in like family, and it's not just a family ordinate place, I guess you could say, but it's more of like your second family when you come up there and act in or whatever.
It really is. Well, first off, I'd like to say thank you for your kind words. We really do appreciate that. And yes, we call ourselves a family of fear. We even have a documentary out called Family of Fear. It was on Amazon Prime. I'm not really sure if it's on there or not, if they pulled it, but we do have Family of Fear. So if anyone is listening and interested in that, you can look that up, Family of Fear. And it follows along. Follows several of our actors along through their journey through our one of our seasons a couple of years ago, and but yeah, it touches base a lot on the less on how the industry works and how we put the show together. It focuses more on the people, the actors. We have actors from all walks of life, different stories, different backgrounds, and you know not just at Arcs, but in the whole industry. There's a lot of people. We're just very welcoming people because we get it. We understand. We understand that people have different things going on in their life, but this is a haunted house is just a great place to just let it go. Be some, you're not yourself in a haunted house. You're someone else. That's what I always tell the actors when I'm in teaching a actor training or something like that. When you're suiting up, you're not yourself, you're someone else. So you get to be someone that you can't normally be in the real world, or else you'll be locked up. But
Absolutely, yeah.
but uh, but we get it, and we're very welcoming. Like I said, majority of the industry is just very welcoming in general. But we like to try. We really do like to have a good family atmosphere, and we love everybody that can come out and act with us and hang out, and it really is a second family.
Yeah, and I've always said, to basically to surround yourself with good people will make you successful, and that's why Arx Mortis has been around for so many years and continuing because they just like we've been saying, they wrap their arms around each other and everything else, and it's an awesome atmosphere to be around.
Well,
Um,
we do appreciate the kind words, man. We really do.
right. So, can you tell me, like, what part do you have, like your role at Arx Mortis? Can you tell me a little bit about that real
Right.
fast?
Yeah. So I am I'm over the well, I don't say I'm over, but me and a couple of group of us, three others, are in charge of the actor training. So at the beginning of each season, we'll take the first year actors and the second year actors through a course of our Scare School actor training classes, and then during the season, I do act. I am an actor, and I'm also kind of one of the performance or show directors, one of the performance managers. So I'll go through and work with people one on one in their scenes. Just solve issues if there are any on the acting side of things. So that's pretty primarily my job during the season. So
Right.
actor,
Well, that's
actor
pretty
training,
cool.
do what now?
I was saying that's pretty cool that I'm sure other actors and people appreciate what you do and everything else, especially trying to teach the young ones.
Right, right. Well, I mean, you know, I found when I first started in 2009, um, we didn't really have that. It was just kind of a put your information down and what room that you really liked, and we'll see in 2 weeks, and you had like 2 weeks to put your costume together. And, if you understood it, if you got it, maybe you had like a little bit of a drama background or something from school or whatever, then you kind of stuck with it. Others kind of dropped off. And so we find that the trainings are very beneficial, because especially for the first year actors, because they don't know what's going to happen, they don't know what's going on. Um, and so with our trainings, we're preparing them. Essentially, they get an idea or an understanding of what groups are going to look like and what to look for, and little tips and tricks on how to scare. If you can't think of anything to say, maybe there's some movements that you can do or what have you. So we do a pretty decent actor training, and so it's beneficial. I wish I had it, and I'm glad we're doing it now. And like I said, actor training doesn't really stop. Um, After July, when we do our acting classes or whatever, we're constantly going through and watching the performance throughout the season and tweaking things and working with our actors. And that's actually my favorite part, to be honest, is working with actors one on one, because it's a lot different during actor training. You have a group of 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, however many you have, and
Hmm.
but it's more fun to work with people one on one. So yeah, I enjoy it.
Right.
Hey,
Well, that's pretty cool.
Brian, can I cut in with you, man, for a second
Yeah,
and ask Robert a question?
absolutely. This is James, by the way, our co-host here, Robert. So sorry for the not introducing part, but yeah, this is James, and so yeah, you can go ahead.
Hey James,
Yeah. Hey, Robert, how you doing today?
man, I'm good, man. It's hunt season is around the corner for us, so
It
I'm
is
excited.
absolutely, man. It's in the air. It's in the air. Yeah, I was just sitting back listening to you and Brian. You were hitting on a lot of good questions out there, and there's a lot of folks out here that think that for 12 to 14 days in October, the end of September, that yeah, you go get your scare on, and that's pretty much it. But I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, behind the scenes, how many months of preparation do you actually go to prepare yourself for the hunt or prepare your actors for the hunt?
Well, as far as preparation for our actors, our training, it's kind of hit or miss. We've started in August before. I think this year we did July. So all the way back to July, we're starting to prepare our actors, and that also gives them time to, you know, ask us questions about costuming too, and we'll consult them, help them out, give them tips and tricks on costuming. So July or August is when we start preparing for preparing our actors for the season. But really, for a lot of us that are are there, we're there really year round. I mean, it really just doesn't stop. I mean, we may stop around November and December for the holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas
Right,
holiday,
right.
but
Okay.
really around January we're starting up, and we're starting to make changes to the attraction, and we're there pretty much year round, essentially.
Okay. Okay. Well, I know a lot of people are probably wondering about that, how much training actually goes into it. Me being a hunt enthusiast and, in some of the acting part of it, I kind of know what goes on and how hard it is to put a hunt of y'all size together. And that's what I tell everyone, if you want to see a class act hunt, go out to Arx, check those guys out. It may be a little drive from where you're at, but you guys do put on a really, really, really good show, and high recommendations from me. And I hope a lot of people hear this message and just come out, man, and get their scare on with you guys, because what y'all do it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. I've been around the industry for a long time. I'm a little older guy, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the era of like you said earlier. All right, we hired you. You got 2 weeks. All right, we're going to show you this, and this is the box you're going to be in. And man,
Exactly.
it has just went. I'm just blown away at how far the industry has brought
Oh
the
yeah.
scares, the actors, the props, the makeup, the dialogue, everything that goes into a hunt. Man, it just blows me away now how far that we've actually come. And a lot of people probably never even think about that. They just want to go and get scared. But
Exactly.
I like to show people, what's behind the scenes, what it takes to make you crawl out of your skin.
Oh
And
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
man, props to you guys, man. I got to give it up to you.
Well, we appreciate it. Like I said, I very, very appreciative. We all are of the kind words, and we're just happy to have you guys up whenever you guys can. And yeah, there's certainly a lot that goes into it. We touch base on that in the actor training. We start off with a Scare School 101, which is very, more of a classroom setting type of situation before we do activities. And we go over the different things that we put into a haunted house. Um, and it's mainly because your demographic over the years has just changed a lot. And so when your demographic is not scared of Jasons or Freddy's or anything like that anymore, you have to adjust and figure out, what's going to scare them. Whether it be phobias or, your production value has to go up. And we touch base on that quite a bit. Um,
Absolutely.
it's no longer the, table with the hole in the middle, and the, someone's head is up there and on a plate. No, it's not like that anymore. You have to step up, and
Right.
so we definitely try our best. Um,
Uh, Real fast, Robert. I've been coming to y'all's haunt up there at Arx Mortis for a long, long time, and look, all the entire attraction is phenomenal. But I'm all about, I guess like the biggest thing is it's like, okay, when I come into the haunt and I see what's in the first room, the theory is between the first room, the middle, and then the last room. Why are y'all so good when it comes to intros? I know that may sound cliche, but why is it that y'all's intros stand out along with the rest of your haunt?
Well, Vinny, the owner of Arx, he has a theory, or not really a theory. It's been proven true. When the average patron comes through a haunted attraction, they may enjoy the entire attraction as a whole, but at the end of the attraction, they really remember, the first room and the end room, the ending. They may remember some things subtly in the middle, or maybe a certain character, but for the most part, they remember the first room and the second room. So he likes to try every year to change up the first room and the second room, maybe some things in between. But like I said, he really focuses on the first room and the second room. You got to start off with a great impression and then end with a bang. That's essentially um, his thinking when it comes to designing mazes and things. So,
Right. Yeah, I told Vinny, I can't remember what it was, but I think it might have been a couple of years ago, and I still stick by this that he is like the intro king. Like, something's going to happen, you just don't know what, because every year it's different. And I think, like you were talking about, Vinny, he puts a lot of energy, a lot of time into that first room and the others, but especially that first two rooms, where you know something's going to jump out and scare you or something's going to happen, but you just can't put your hands on it, and he gets you every time.
right. No, it's impressive some of the rooms that he's designed. I can still remember certain room we had like a big screen TV in, and we made it look like a projector, like a
Hmm.
projector screen, and it was showcasing an old '50s medical scene or
Yeah,
commercial rather,
yeah, I
and
remember that.
right, and as you're watching it, things start to subliminally come in, like little, scary things start subliminally popping up on the screen, and now you're kind of iffy on this video. Now you're not really sure what's up, and of course this year, that same year, we that's when we kind of really introduced the clinic to our fans. So, um, anyway, at a certain point, the video ends and an actor pops out. Very old school technique, but with some new school technology, and it was just really impressive. We've done rooms with some CGI effects. We still go back to some of the old school techniques. We you know, we like to still use those old school techniques. They still work. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Hmm.
Uh, he's really impressed all of us, a lot of people, with the intros. Last year was a little different. We had a good intro set up and ready to go, and then of course, we're having to figure out about COVID, and you know COVID is awful, and we all know
Hmm.
that. But one thing about COVID that was really unique for the industry is that the entire industry had to be creative on how they handled COVID and how they handled their haunted houses, whether it be throughput or what have you. And so we had to do the same thing. Unfortunately, the front room ideas had to get scrapped, and we essentially went to a more of a quarantine type of plastic walls type of look. Um, but honestly, I really enjoyed that room. To be honest, he did a
Hmm.
good job on that one too. So um,
Right.
but,
Absolutely.
yeah, you have to like I said, wow, make an impression, wow our guests at the front, and then try and make an impact at the end. Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's what most people remember.
To say, I
Right.
like the woods.
How's it going, Darren?
How's
Hey,
it
Darren, what's
going?
going on?
Not much, guys. I really enjoy the woods. You walk through the woods at Vinny's. You know, I think it kind of got to me more in the woods than the inside because you're outside. You don't know what's gonna happen around you. You don't know. I mean, gosh, there could be a panther or something outside to attack you. But I really enjoyed the whole hunt. That was, I mean, Arx Mortis was always my favorite hunt, even when it was Greystone Manor. It was just, it was my favorite.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we we like the woods too. There's something about being out there. In a maze, you're close to you're closer to the walls. It's designed to feed off the claustrophobic phobia. So the walls may be built um, a little smaller than an average hallway, and you're weaving in and out of in and out of the building through these walls and everything that's built. But the woods, there's something about being in the woods. The paths are a little bit bigger. You don't know if there's going to be an actor, or you know um, there could be an actual animal out there. Who knows? Last year in the woods we had a deer that would periodically come and visit us. Little baby deer.
Yeah.
So you never know what's going to be around the corner out there, and in the darkness too, in the woods, and just hearing whether it's our artificial sounds that we have out there or just the natural ambient sounds of the woods, and the birds, or rabbits that might be out there. It can be creepy out there. It really can.
Yeah, I'm glad that he mentioned the woods and everything because most people when they think of haunted trails and stuff, they deck it out with black plastic, which is fine. But y'all have a different uh, technique, I guess you could say, when it comes to black plastic. Can you talk about that?
Um, well, we don't. Um, we try to get away from the black plastic as much as we can. In our woods, we actually have sets built out there. So, if you're going through our hillbilly area, you're going to be going through some cabins that um, last year we had the Wicked, which was um, part of the outdoor trail, and it was themed more like a modern, or modern slash like period time witches of Salem kind of situation. So there's witches out there. We had a summoning circle set. We had we had a courthouse that was built for that, and so we try and build actual sets out there. Um, Aside from just the um, and our instead of the black plastic, we actually had cut down some trees and used that as more of a railing or barricade to keep you on the path. So it was more natural, of a barricade to lead you down the path. So
Right.
um, yeah, we have actual sets and that we build, and um, we try and be a little bit more creative. Some people do use the plastic, and that is completely fine. We just like to, I guess, um, be more immersive or whatever. With we like our patrons to be more immersive with our themes, feel more a part of it. And so, by building sets and using techniques like the wooden, tree barricades that keep you on the path, feels more natural to the scene.
Right.
That's kind of true, you know. When I had my trail, man, I used only reason why I used plastic so I could black stuff out where you can't see, you gotta feel your way.
Right.
Uh, I you know I used that to my advantage, and you know I took white. I know it seems stupid, but I took white plastic and I made blood all over it and with the hands and stuff, and I had a chainsaw alley,
Mm-hmm.
and you know people it really got under people's skin. They didn't like chainsaws make they really a lot of people are trying to do away with chainsaws in the hunt, and I think it's disappointing because I think chainsaws is a real thing that people scared of noise.
They are. They are. Honestly, we at one time, I don't remember what year exactly, but we at one time tried to get rid of the chainsaws because we thought at one time that it's not it's not scary, it's overused essentially.
Right,
And we found out through feedback that people missed it, and so we brought the chainsaws back. People are afraid of chainsaws, and like you said, noise. We touch base on that in actor training as well. People are born with two fears. Um, and like I said, they're born with two fears. One is the fear of falling, and the second is loud noises. Everything else, snakes, spiders, scorpion, any kind of insects, or you
right,
know, drowning or whatever, anything like that is all learned. But the fear of falling and loud noises are the two fears that you're born with, and we may not can replicate. I mean, we can replicate to an extent the fear of falling in a haunted house. You can build or buy what they call a elevator, um, or you can do several different things, but you can't really replicate the fear of falling unless you have some kind of station where people are hooked up to bungees and then pushed off a building or something.
yeah,
Um,
Right.
but
Right.
uh, but loud noises, we can do all of the loud noises, in a haunted house, whether it be an air cannon and the sound of the air cannon go off, or chainsaws, or what have you. So, but yeah, chainsaws are, um, I think, imperative to have, um, or important to just have in a haunted house. So, um, and black plastic, there's nothing wrong with using black plastic at all either. I mean, like I said, we still use, um, we may not use a lot of black plastic anymore, but we still use a lot of old school techniques. Like I said, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We still use magician techniques, and um, who knows? Sometime down the road, we may introduce some, a Pepper's Ghost technique, or illusion rather. That's
right.
something we've thrown around, and that illusion has been around for years and years and years, decades.
Right. Right.
So,
Right. Real fast, Michelle Woods asked you, Robert, can you tell us what you think your best attraction in your haunt is?
well, this year, I'm glad you asked that. This year, we've got some changes going on. This year, we actually have Frankenville, which is going to be more of a it's going to be more of a kid-friendly Halloween experience for the family, but mostly for young kids. I think of it as like a small Disney World for Halloween. It's going to
Yeah,
be
that's pretty
real
cool.
fun. It's going to be real fun for kids.
Wow.
The second thing is we've divided our attraction up into two haunts. We did that last year, but this year we've got one attraction that's more animatronics. It's all, animatronic side. So, kids that might be too old for the Frankenville Halloween area, we have they may be too young for the actors and the more intense experience. So we're opening half of our haunt up for those kids, and so they can kind of test the waters in the big attraction, and it's animatronic. Excuse me. It's going to be more animatronic side, and then you have the prison side, which is going to be more your actors and animatronics. So, my favorite part is, of course, going to be the actor side, the prison side. But I'm a kid at heart too, so I'm really interested in the Frankenville attraction. Maybe not to do the games and all that stuff, but just to see how how it works with the general public, and how the kids see it. It'll be fun to see the look on their faces to have a real cool Halloween experience for the kids too. So I hope that answered your question. I don't know. Actor side and Frankenville.
I'm going to jump in there and ask you one last question, Robert.
Yeah.
What is the status of the escape room? Is it going to be up and running? I've had a few people ask me questions about that, so hopefully you can clear that up and answer it for them.
I am not certain on that. And I can shoot you a text after this and let you know. I'm going up there here in a few
Absolutely.
in a little bit, and doing some last minute touches before we open this weekend. But normally I don't believe that they were open, but don't quote me on that. But I feel like I've heard that they will be open this season. So just you can go online to Killing Time. Let's see, you can go to arxmortis.com, and if you go to arxmortis.com, there should be little tabs on the top where you can reach our other attractions that are on the site as well. You have Killing Time Adventure Park, you have Killing Time Escape, and several other things like that. So you can navigate to Killing Time Escape, and you can shoot us an email, or it's Rusty Haddock is the one who normally operates it. So, shout out to Rusty. You can email him, and he can give you all the information.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you in wrapping up, guys. If y'all had any more questions, because I know Robert's a busy man and got to get on to the haunt. Do y'all have any final questions? Anybody for him?
No, I'm good.
Right now, I'm good for a few more minutes, so I'm good to talk. If you have any more questions, I'm more than happy to answer and just chat about the industry.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate, and I really appreciate being able to talk with you, Robert, and get your insight a little bit on the industry, and get a little bit of information out there to the folks that really like to get scared. They may or may not have been to your haunt, but I'm going to try to bring as many folks up there as I can, and let them check you guys out, and get to meet Vinny and get the experience that we've all had, because it's brought us a lot of joy. We've really enjoyed your haunt, and you guys continue to step it up, and so kudos to you and everyone out there at Arx.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we definitely appreciate all the kind words, and we definitely welcome you guys. Just get in touch with us before you come up, and let us know, and we'll see if we can steal Vinny for a minute or two to talk with you guys. When you talking about a busy man, that man is super busy. He's running around with his like a chicken with his head cut off all the time. So
that's true. That is true. I've noticed that.
he's a hard man to get to sit down. Really, he's all over the place. I'm curious how many steps he gets in one night or one weekend rather for the haunt. So
Yeah, it's a good
I
bit.
oh yeah, I'm sure it is. I'd like to strap a Fitbit on his wrist and see how many steps.
Exactly. I thought the same thing, Robert. I want to see
So
how.
I have a good question for you, Robert. Since you got a few minutes to talk with us, you could dig on YouTube and you can watch some videos back when it was Greystone Manor. A lot of people claim y'all's facility is haunted. Do you believe in ghosts? Or is it really haunted, or what's going on?
Well, yeah, we've had a paranormal team come out there. Maybe one or two paranormal teams have come out there and done their investigations. There's been several things that actors have said that they've witnessed, but honestly, and I've witnessed some interesting things too. Honestly, I don't believe it is haunted, and I won't really say that it is. I'm a very skeptic person when it comes to that stuff. Anyway, that's just me personally. But I can say that I have witnessed um, some maybe two things that were very odd in the 13 years that I've been out there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I won't say it's haunted, but I have seen some weird things and heard some weird things, and um, actually last night I was talking to Nathan, who's one half. He's a partner in Frankenville, and I was talking with Nathan and David Merchant, who is kind of our tech guy behind the scenes. Um, they were out there last or 2 nights ago or something, and they heard just this weird scream, and they kind of freaked out. I mean, they weren't like running out and going home or anything, but they went to investigate and they couldn't find what it was. So thought that was really interesting. We've had some weird stuff happen and heard some weird things, but I think for the most part, most of our crew just kind of goes about our business and we don't really think about all that. So.
But Vic from Monster Misfits just commented and said, "When a dead, dried up body falls out of the ceiling, it will make you a believer." Ha ha.
Well, that is very true. If that were the case, that happened, yeah, it might change my mind for sure.
Right, and don't mistaken the goat as a ghost as well. Y'all still got that ghost inside y'all's haunt?
Talking about the goat,
Right.
yeah, well, not inside the haunt. No, we have our goat is out in the Killing Time Adventure Park over in the mini golf area. So if you go over there, um, it's fairly inexpensive for a group to play mini golf out there. You'll see the famous haunt goat out there. He's just hanging around playing in his little pen that Vinny's built for him.
Well, I thought that he was breaking in y'all's haunt. Like every now and then, he'll come in there from time to time in the past. But what did Vinny catch him or what?
Well, he would every now and then. He likes, it's a pygmy goat, and even as small as it is, you wouldn't think it could jump really high, but every time Vinny would build a gate that he thought was high enough, that goat would it was an escape artist, and he finally got the gate tall enough to where he can't really escape unless Vinny decides he wants to hang out with the goat and take it out of the pen. But no, he's hanging out in the mini golf area.
Okay. Well, Robert, we really do appreciate you coming on, man. And we'll let you get to it. But how can everybody contact Arx Mortis? I don't know if you got any info on you. But you said I think you said a while ago the website, but can you say it again for everybody that's listening?
Right. If you're interested in checking us out, you can go on www.arxmortis.com. And there you can find all of our information, all of our frequently asked questions, pictures, all of that can be found on our website. And if you're interested in the escape rooms or our mini golf area, you can click on the tabs at the top, and it should be easy to navigate from one website to the other. It should be on one website. You can also find us on Facebook. We're fairly active on there. We like to engage with our fan base and just customers in general on Facebook, and you can also find us on YouTube. Um, Most of our videos are created by Chris Holcomb with KHK Productions. So you may want to YouTube KHK Productions and check out our past trailers. We just released our trailer Sunday on Scurryface, and Monday it's on YouTube. So if you want to check out our latest trailer for this year, you can find it on YouTube. Just search Arx Mortis, or you can search KHK Productions.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I did see that trailer, and that trailer is bad to the bone. So we really do appreciate y'all put a lot of work and time into that one. I think that was probably the best one of y'all done throughout the years.
Well, thank you. I'll have to tell Chris you said that. Chris, it's funny. Our past trailers, he likes to put a lot of effort in it, and he sees it as just he sees it as art, but he sees it as kind of like almost like a Marvel universe type of situation, more of an Arx Mortis dark universe, I guess you could say. And every year we add, we add something in, and we're like, well, we don't know if we could top this, and somehow or another, Chris comes up with an idea, and sure enough, it tops the previous years, and it just keeps going on and on. So, a lot of that credit just definitely goes to Chris Holcomb and his vision. He's trying to put together our story through film, and I think he's doing a great job on that.
Right. Now, real fast, and this is the last question for me. If I wanted an Arx Mortis T-shirt or any merchandise, do I just need to come up there, or can I buy it online, or how does this work?
Yeah, I don't know of any online sales. I don't believe we're doing that. So you'd have to come up to visit us, check out Keeper's Corner. In my opinion, I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but I've been to several haunted attractions throughout the years, and I truly believe that we have one of the coolest gift shops I've been in, that's been attached to a haunted attraction, because we don't only sell our merchandise. I mean, we have shot glasses, T-shirts. We even have puzzles with our characters on, iconic characters on them. But we not only sell those. Um, David Stanfield and his wife, they have Keeper's Corner. That's what they call our gift shop, and it's an oddity shop. So you have horror posters, masks. You have, if you collect the colorful rocks and whatnot, you can collect those. You can grab those there. We have knives, swords, and all kinds of things. So it's an oddity shop, but it's also our gift shop with our merchandise. So I definitely recommend anybody interested in our merchandise to go check out Keeper's Corner before you leave, because just being in there gets you in the Halloween spirit, and it's really fun to be in there. And like I said, it's one of the coolest gift shops I've seen, and I've been to many haunted attractions. So yeah, I just check out Keeper's Corner. You could probably also go on Keeper's Corner on Facebook. You can find it's KEEPERS, Keeper's Corner, KORNER, and you can find them on Facebook. And if you are interested in something, you might can shoot them a message and ask if something can be shipped to you. I'm not really sure. So, but I think it's just more fun to come visit, and even if you don't go through the haunted house, check out the Keeper's Corner and our escape rooms and whatnot. So
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate it, Robert, for you to be joining us here today, and you be safe, sir, and keep doing what y'all are doing, because y'all are doing a fantastic job.
well, thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you guys this evening.
Absolutely. And I'd like to reiterate to you as well, Robert, thank you for being ambassador to what we all love, to the industry that we love, and the enthusiasm that you're showing. That just means the world to me, and I know it does to everyone who loves to be scared, everyone who loves to go out and get their haunt on. We appreciate you, and we're truly grateful for what you do.
I appreciate all of you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate everybody that has a great deal of appreciation and interest, and everything into the Halloween and haunted attraction industry. We got to keep it going,
Absolutely. All right. Well, we'll let you go, Robert, and you have a blessed one, sir, and happy haunting.
Hey, thank you so much. You guys have a good one.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.